Hey guys, it's Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading a new Slenderman love story. It's called Forever Your Slenderman. Was sent to me through my Instagram account by a fan of my channel, so I'll leave a link in the description box below. Also, I'll be leaving a link to my Instagram so you guys can message me or send any of your fan art towards that area, so you could either see your art in the next background of the latest story, or read any of your fan fictions. Please send me a link through my Instagram account for you guys. Until then, hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fan fictions out there. Until then, let's get started. She was aware of the fact that she was dreaming. She had that odd sensation that you couldn't feel, and yet at the same time you knew you were being cut. The images around her were fuzzy, and yet everything seemed to be utterly real to her. Much like all her other dreams, she was wandering through the forest with a thick towers of trees. It was like a nightmare. Or was it nighttime? At the most was evident. The trees cast an odd shadow on each other, making a shiver run down up her spine. She started to run, knowing that something was not too far behind her. She could hear footsteps. But when she turned around, all that was there was trees. She tripped upon an uproot tree, tearing the materials of her oddly shaped red dress. A shallow cut grew up on her palms, where the branch had scraped them. Crimson blood bubbled up, though she couldn't feel the pain. She tried to call for help, but her voice didn't come out. It was caught in her throat, like she was having sand forced into her mouth. It was that when a man appeared. He was supposed to be something mixed between an albino spider and a tree. He stood too tall for her to see his face, but what she could see that he was a well-tailored suit and a dozen of thin limbs shooting from his stretched torso. She knew something, that this was what she was running for. Whoever this man was, she was trying to get away from him, and then he reached down with two long arms, picking her up off the dirty, leafy covered ground. He held her up towards the top of the trees, and she could see his face, or what should have been his face. All is now is a ghostly meaning of oral or horrifying against a black background. New toys are always great, he said. The same thing he always said in every dream. Simple yet frightening her to the bone. And when he spoke, he didn't really spoke. It was most like he was thinking to her. After he said that simple phrase, he opened his hand and let her fall, deadly 100 feet from the air. She could see the ground rushing towards her. All too quickly, she hit it on impact. You could hear a snap of her neck, though of course she didn't feel it. She heard a muffle of men's voices saying something, but she was too composed by panic to hear them. The dream ended as she died. And slowly, the setting familiar scent of her bedroom swam back into focus. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I'm glad. If you want more Ben Drown love stories, check out the playlist that will be popping up soon. Also, if you want any more fanfictions narrations, please check out my other channel, Reading with Blade, which has multiple fanfictions up already. If you are interested in the yaoi experience, check out Tyler O'Connell's channel if you want to go there. But note that channel is only 18 and up. I've been listening to Tyler's stories and I'm addicted to them. Until then, bye guys!